What's going on, everybody? It's Mike here from AX Garage. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a few months since we have William Honda S2000 on our channel. This is the Silverstone Metallic S2000 with just 55,000 miles. Now, in the last episode, we started off with refinished the front and the rear brakes. Then we installed a set of BC coilovers. Then we finished off with a set of brand new Honda S2000 CR wheels and also a set of Falcon tires. Now, in today's episode, we got a bunch more exterior enhancements we gotta do. Why don't we take a quick look? All right, Brian, it looks like we got a bunch of Honda boxes, both here and also in the trunk. What do we got here, man?
Well, Honda boxes always make me really excited, so this is an awesome project. So what we have here is we're doing kind of a CR-inspired project car. So we have the spoiler here, the CR spoiler, all right? Now, the CR spoiler cannot just go on any Honda OEM, I would say, base trunk. The reason why is the holes aren't there, and although you can drill them, the bracing is not there. This is a spoiler that will add a little bit of weight, so the owner is going with a CR trunk. The CR trunk has the mounting holes and has the bracings inside of the trunk so that it will support the spoiler. Now, over in this box, we have a brand new front lip. Of course, it's not the color of the vehicle, but well, we'll unbox everything later and we'll show you exactly what they look for. Now, if we go over to the vehicle itself, kind of a rundown of what we have going on. We have a little bit more parts here. We're gonna be adding the side Strakes, which are that triangular piece that goes on the back end of the door right in this area. We'll be replacing the trunk with the proper CR trunk, so this will get removed. Now, when you replace a panel, you have to do the blending. So we will have to blend the quarter panels on both sides, this deck panel right here, and we will be taking the bumper off. We have a little minor refinish and repair and blending the color, making sure that our quarter panel, our bumper, and our trunk lid panel are all matching. Now, if we go over to the front, we will have a little bit more work as well. I think Mike mentioned we'll be taking off this mirror. We have a small chip. Now, that might not be a big deal to most of you guys, but this car is pristine, and that's exactly what we're doing with it. Is making it look beautiful. So on the front bumper here, there are minor imperfections scattered throughout the bumper, a couple touch-ups here and there, and we're gonna remove this emblem and replace it with the proper one. So that's about it, guys. For now, we're gonna go ahead and unbox everything, see what we got, and then
here in the shop now, we're ready to get this S2000 completely disassembled. This is the first step in any auto body process, is to tear down the vehicle first so we can get full access to all of the parts and do the appropriate test fitting. So you can see here we're removing the OEM deck lid and then we're test fitting the brand new one. We want to make sure everything lines up before we paint it and do any adjustments before the paint hits the panel. We'll first get started with the bumper covers. The rear bumper had a little bit of damage, and then we're going to go ahead and fix up this beautiful CR lip to the front bumper. Now this was not a CR front bumper cover, so we had to go ahead and make our own little template and drill our own holes that lined up perfectly with the brackets from the front lip, and you'll see later on that it bolted up perfectly. So we have all of our holes in the OEM locations and it's ready to go. Now on the rear spoiler, it came in a black painted finish already. Repainting parts like this are fairly simple since they don't need any real body work. Just a scuffing of the clear coat in a P600 grit is enough to scuff your parts, and then for that to accept some sealer and base coat, which we'll be doing right here. And well, it's time to get started on the actual vehicle. Now you might ask, why do we need to sand the quarter panels? Well, we're doing what we call a blend, and we're blending the color into the adjacent panels. This will include the 2 quarter panels and the sill panel right behind the convertible top. Now the color here is Silverstone Metallic, a beautiful color, but still has some variances in it. So in order to properly match that color, we must do blending. Now you see here, we're performing a cut-in, and a cut-in is when we paint the underside of a panel. So we'll first start off with scuffing it up, and then we'll use our sealer coat, which will create adhesion and help our Silverstone Metallic color cover that much better. We should be able to cover this up to 3 coats and we'll be good to go. We can see that we're spraying it right here, and then we'll apply 2 coats of clear. Now from the factory, this was not as shiny as we left it, and we always like to leave things just a little bit better than the way we found it. When you pop that trunk and you see how shiny it is, well, it's a feel-good moment to be able to have a consistent finish even underneath your panels as well. And why not? It's a beautiful car. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this all cleared up with 2 coats, and then it's going to be time to get it back on the vehicle. Now what we're going to be doing here is performing the blend, and when you perform a blend, well, we're going to need to seal that trunk first, just like we did the underside. But we're going to go ahead and cover up all of our adjacent panels at first, because we don't want that overspray to get onto our blend panels and, well, cause havoc down the road. So we just want to go ahead and get all of our panels all sealed up, and then after that we'll start to perform our blend. You can see here, this is a sealer, and once again, sealer creates adhesion for our brand new parts, and it also helps create the consistency between the two panels. Now, the way that I like to do things over here at Paint Society and for Acura Honda Classic is I'll first spray my panels, and then I'll take off my paper, and then I'll do just a light mist coat onto the adjacent panels. And this way we're going to ensure that we have the same substrate underneath. A substrate meaning the same material. So since we're going to be putting all of our Silverstone Metallic on the quarter panels where our bumper is and right next to our trunk panel, we want that to have the same color underneath. If you don't have the same color underneath, you can run into issues of color match. Yes, even using the same exact color, it will not match unless you have the same tone underneath that color. Now, this is true for some lighter colors just like this, especially those blues and the reds. So you never want to take those chances. What might seem like an extra step is really going to show you in the end, hey, this color looks really good. And you can see here, we're starting off with our first pass of our Silverstone Metallic, and we'll do a few more passes and even it all out, and you'll see in just a moment how beautiful it really looks.
All right, so we pretty much got everything painted already on this S2000. Next up, we want to get rid of some of these freshly painted parts. We got the passenger mirror right over here. Let's go ahead and slap that back on the car. All right, so we just finished up the passenger outside mirror assembly. Now over here we have a set of brand new AP2 headlights. Brian just took the old one off yesterday, and now John's going to show us, I guess we got to swap over the internal, right?
Yes, so absolutely. So when you get a new headlight, they come without any of the stuff on the inside. That would be our HID ballast. Our bulb is inside here. We have some other bulbs right here. We have our other lights and rubber seals. What we have to do is just disassemble all this and transfer it over to a new one. It's pretty simple. We have to do a little running of the wires in the harness, but in the end, it'll be 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and rip it apart, and we get to crack open this brand new box and pull out the new headlight.
All right, so John went ahead and assembled both headlights with all the HID good stuff on the back and also the regular light bulbs. And next up, we have a set of upgraded two-piece front brake rotors.
You know, that's pretty cool. Normally when we see brake upgrades, they're new calipers with new rotors. This is a rotor that's designed to be a two-piece rotor that goes in a direct bolt-in replacement from the factory rotor. I've never seen anything like it. It's pretty cool. I would love an upgrade like that. Let's take it apart and see how everything fits. I think we want to make sure that our fitment's perfect before we put it together. I don't think we should have an issue. They're a high quality part. So let's go ahead and take it apart and see what we got.
You know, John, real quick, you know, just on the last video, we put this stop tag on there. These actually look pretty good. These are one-piece brake rotors.
So hold on, you just put these on?
Yeah. That's what now we got a two-piece.
Hey, listen. Sometimes it's nice to have nice stuff. I know on the Integra, I just change things out for the heck of it sometimes, you know? That's why it's nice to have a friend who has a car just like yours, because you get the extra parts. Let's get this off. Baby gun on it. I'm not gonna lie, normally when we do any brake upgrades here, they're usually a caliper upgrade and a basic like stop tech rotor, like what was on here before. But this two-piece rotor with the aluminum top hat and the gold hardware, I'm not gonna lie, man, this thing hits pretty hard. I like it. It's very nice. I'm anxious to, not anxious, I'm interested to see if there's any performance upgrade. I feel that the performance upgrade is more over like the process of a extended time of braking, like maybe on the tail of the Dragon, stuff like that, or on a track day when your brakes get hot. The idea behind a two-piece rotor is to separate the heat that's created on your braking surface and keep it away from your bearings, so your bearings don't overheat and you have bearing failure. That's the whole idea behind it, but I'll tell you what, it's beautiful. And that color, it goes really good with the gray from everything else on the car. I am very satisfied.
Very nice. All right, so we just finished off the front rotors, and next up, we'll replace a brand new OEM steering wheel. I don't even know this thing's available. We got a brand new one. So the original one is a little worn out and a little shinier than what it used to be. So I think a new steering wheel will do a very, very nice justice for the interior. Woo!
Fancy.
And at last, my favorite part in any build, it's assembly time. Getting all that hard work together and seeing what it looks like on the vehicle. We're finishing up the front end here with our bumper cover and brand new OEM lights, and it's time for the assembly of the spoiler. Now, this is the kit that comes with everything that you'll need to get that OEM CR spoiler mounted onto the CR trunk. Now, reminder that you need the CR trunk because of the special bracing and the mounting and the support for the spoiler. You can put it on an OEM trunk, but you will experience some problems as far as the strength is concerned. Now, John and I are going to go ahead and finish up the rest of this build, and we'll take a look at it once it's all complete.
All right, looks like we got everything back together. Hey, John, I took a few hours off today and I came back, everything was back on. You know, you usually got a good reputation of, slacking, and I think you do a pretty good job today with Brian.
Who do I have that reputation with? With you? I don't know. But yeah, me and Brian, we had some free time today. There might be a tropical storm or hurricane coming on, so things are a little slow in the shop, so we got together, put the headlights in the front bumper, we installed the wing, spoiler, rear bumper, and really all that's left is to put the side Strakes on. And I think that's what we're gonna knock out right now. Shouldn't be that big
I
of a
see
deal.
Brian went ahead and put this molding on it.
Yeah.
So we hook the body nice and tight.
Yeah, this helps fill the gap in between this piece and the body. It should fit real nice. It's not a whole lot to it. We have one hole we have to drill underneath, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and give this a shot.
All right, guys, just like that, we are all done with this Honda S2000. Definitely transformed the entire look with all this CR accessory. So why don't we do a quick recap and see what we've done so far. We started off with a brand new S2000 CR front lip along with a trunk lid and a spoiler assembly along with size grade brand new OEM headlights, a two-piece slotted front brake rotors, and also an OEM steering wheel. And now this S2000 is ready to hit the road, and also the tail of the dragon. You guys like what you see? That's one to consider to subscribe to our channel and also follow us on our social media page, Instagram and Facebook at Acura Honda Classic. And this wrap up for this episode. My name is Mike, behalf of Ace Garage. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you guys next week.